Smells like a fire pit. Love those emergency staircases of old. Kind of weird to see Old Town so dead per se, even on a Sunday night. Oh, maybe someone decided to save the Cheetos. The aftermath and remnants. Oh shit! Of tropical depression, then tropical storm, then quickly tropical hurricane. Soon after that, back to a tropical storm, and now as it stands in Nevada, entering Tropical Depression Hillary. The old windbag blew in and out of California. Just wondering how many hard drives were destroyed. But anyway.
Be absolutely certain about the fault on which it occurs, because a 5 occurs over a surface that's maybe a mile across. It's very close to what's called the San Cayetano fault and a likely source of the event. That area, the whole Ventura Basin, is bounded by faults. There's quite a few active ones in there. And if you look at any earthquake hazard map, you'll see it's one of the brighter red spots for California.
Dr. Jones, I was Googling, I think as many of us do, saying, has there ever been a hurricane and an earthquake at the same time? And the only thing that came up was this article in the LA Times. I saw something called a storm quake, and it said when there's maybe a nor'easter or a hurricane, it can rumble the ground. But this sounds like this was not what happened.
Bust it, Lucy.
That storm quake is, yeah, it's the wind pushing the water, and the water then gets the ground vibrating. So it's not an earthquake at all. It's just a seismic signal that shows up because of the movement of the wind. And so, I mean, both events are relatively rare, and therefore the coincidence of them happening together doesn't happen.
She was portrayed in the movie Volcano.
If there was actually a correlation, you know, if there were people have been speculating, did it cause this?
With her cooperation.
Seen the earthquake out in Palm Springs, they have plenty enough faults out there. But also, we find other examples of it. So, you know, it's just a coincidence.
My phone fired up with the alert that the quake was happening, but it happened in real time as it was happening. Did it work? Did some people get an advance notice?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I mean, remember how the alert works. It's recognizing that the earthquake's begun and sending you the signal as fast as we can. And if you're right on top of the earthquake, you're the ones that are telling us that there is an earthquake. And the farther away you go, the more time you can get. So out here in Pasadena, I didn't feel it, but some people told me they had several seconds between the alert and feeling the earthquake. The closer you get, the less time you get.
Yeah. Also, a good reminder that here in Southern California, we need to be prepared for earthquakes. Talk again about some of those steps that we need to take in order to be prepared.
Thank you. It is August 21st, 2023. Monday morning. It's a little after 9. It's about 67 degrees currently. Actually, not too bad. Although since I had shaved my head a couple of days ago, it's just a little bit too nippy without the nick. After wearing it the other day too, I was just laughing because it's like when I met a couple of you viewers that said, I just barely recognize you, but you know, because we're always used to seeing you with the beanie. I didn't think I was gonna don it that. So here we are on Colorado just east of Arroyo Parkway, and here's a little bit of damage. Very expected actually with a lot of these trees. A lot of them so old.
I will when I get, as soon as I get the Arcadia.
Oh, and it had the lights. What a drag. Oh well. One of these beloved troublesome ficus trees, but it's a victim. I can't even imagine how many more trees there are downed all over in Pasadena. The oaks and the ficus tend to be the most common because they're the most heaviest and the most dense, especially the oaks, some of the older oaks. I'm also kind of curious to see what it's like down at the wash. Oh well. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. It just kind of saved the city just one chunk. Though in lieu of that befallen branch is, they might come and assess and trim back a little bit of that easement. Let's go see what else is been damaged. Really, all in all, it really hasn't been too much here down in these areas, though in Lancaster, and that was very expected because I remember when I lived out there in 2016, we had a good downpour and everything just flooded because it's desert, it's all sand. It's like just like Vegas. It's the rain comes down, clear drop of water, and as soon as it hits the earth, it just turns into this kind of weird brown, sometimes yellowy, sulfury looking, but maybe like a cup of coffee with way too much milk or cream in it. That happens out there. Lancaster, Palmdale, all that area. But definitely up here locally and down all like in Orange County and stuff, anywhere the mountains, over in Hollywood, Studio City, the likes of that. Mudslides, hillsides, a lot of debris. A lot of boulders, actually, huge boulders. I will put some links down below to some videos and some articles and stuff pertaining to the mudslides and stuff. It is pretty dramatic. The one video you just focus on and it's like,
Wait.
Don't tell me a wait. Kind of cosmetic.
Wait.
Or just kind of surrealistic, and it's just you see the rocks and the boulders just tumbling in a pool of mud. It's quite mesmerizing, actually. It's almost one of like those fractal videos. Yeah, that's pretty bad, especially when it happens after, you know, a fire season, a good hard fire season, and then there's a dry spell, such as we had. Probably the last rains that we had probably already did a lot of loosening and settled everything down. Though as hard as the rain came down in some of the higher elevations, and like Temecula, Hemet, and some of the other areas like that, it came down pretty hard. Considerably a lot more harder and more intense than it was here at Pasadena. Our freeways, though, wow, they're so old. It's kind of funny. Well, our freeways are so terrible, but which American freeway system isn't really so awful in rain, in whatever inclement weather? Wish they could just put, you know, out of all this infrastructure crap and everything, I don't see why they never concentrate on building some sort of drainage system in our freeways down in LA, especially down like over where we go quite a bit and stuff like that in video. Year after year, decade after decade, it's always doing that. It's always filling up in the same areas. We already know. So why haven't they invested in devising of installation of some sort of like bilge pump just to drain the water out? They have those portable bilges, those pumps, sump pumps, but they let them flood up and they never do anything. And the drainage system just remains to be ever so terrible. It's messed up. Meanwhile, in Glendale, it is a brightly different out here. Earlier this morning, I was checking out Instagram. Man, there are some crazy flood videos and mudslide videos. Those areas that a lot of those things occur, beautiful areas. Oh yeah, this one, they opened up. Beautiful areas, great area, but it's just like the price to pay is that every season, or even, I don't know, fire, and every time it rains, there's a lot of stress, you know, and such an investment. Sometimes I get it, sometimes, but yeesh, that's a lot of pink. Whew. The bubbling is beginning. Need some coffee. At the D, what should we get? We got jelly munchkins and coffee. The double D. The big D. D. What was that from? Oh yeah, the oh shoot. Was it Saturday Night Live? Early Saturday Night? The really like positive, oh man. Old school. Double D's. Always the best. Jelly munchkins. And coffee. Ooh. Brought to you by you folks. Thank you so much. Wow. If you've seen the Mario's movie, the Mario Brothers movie, the new one, this is cool. Aside from the Pac-Man machine that I would love to have, that, look at that. Do you remember that? If you've seen it, it looks like 300 and something, 69.96. That is, oh my god. That is the coolest. I kind of want to get the Van Gogh. I'd like to get that for my daughter. Because I wasn't kind of sure how it looked until I saw it. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, so one of the newest shops that they have, I forgot what was here, but they have this. It's like a little kid's store. And the cute dresses and everything, but the cutest thing, look at that. for the Little Miss. For the Little Miss Bel Air. I guess there was a lot of rain here. As I was watching the rain yesterday morning and stuff like that, and people are preparing for slides, and everyone up in the hills, especially Duarte and Bradbury and La Cañada. I remember when the family and I, we had a little bit of almost a flood situation in our studio. And that was during the course of, God, it was like the storm of, 2010. It had been raining like in our area really bad for like almost 5-6 days, almost a week. Call it the week-long storm, some of us. I wonder if this place almost flooded out. It's warmer now. Still nothing really bad per. Oh, hey. I guess Apple Store is opening up again today.
You need to hop in on that line. We open at 12 o'clock, just a few more minutes.
Something's going on because there's a lot of cars that are headed. Holy crap, it's a lot closer than I thought. Gonna turn left? Yep. It's a lot worse. They got the from Green. They got Raymond from Green to California blocked off. Wow. I had wondered why the helicopter had been kind of buzzing around for the last few. I can see way down yonder tape strewn across the street. Yellow tape. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, jeez. Okay. There's a lady still at the bus stop. I wonder if they're going to let the buses through. I can see the tape now going across into the park. Oh, gone. Dang, pass it. Holy cow. I feel kind of like at Universal because water was falling on me. Look at that. Sprung a leak. I thought it was like the Universal backlot flood experience. Yeah, they got it all the way blocked off. I was trying to walk down, but he said, "Excuse me, sir, where are you trying to get?" Well, the other side. Well, we've got this place closed off. Oh man, looks like they got it blocked off over here. And there's people walking this way. That young officer lied. That dirty mother. Sucks. And it's right, oh, maybe it's, I can still get to the platform. Oh crap, there's two. Oh, the other one's racing off. So in a little 24 hours, Pasadena has, well, we expecting a hurricane, but before that we were served appetizers with a 5-point plus earthquake. Then we started going into the tropical storm, and then roll over to today. A person was shot at the Del Mar train station. We are well, firstly, we can't take the credit for being a model little companion city to Los Angeles. After all, we're a model state with a model governor, with a model, beautiful, right? With a model, beautiful model of a president. So, I'd say in California here, all in all, we're doing damn well. I think we're on top of the game. We're on, look at me, Ma, I'm on top of the world. Yeah, he's pretty low. I saw that one officer walking out with his AR. I'm like, oh crap. That sucks. Yeah, the officer moved. What the hell is going on with this place? Jesus. It's almost like being at my house. It's like being in the slums or something. Like I said, being at my house. Now he's moved his car out further into the street. Oh, big down tree. There's some down trees over here at the Central Park. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely a lot worse. As I was walking down here, I heard not to be rude, but I'm not trying to be mean, a little gaggle of ladies over here talking. One lady said that something to the effect that there was a homeless person involved, and probably the other person was not. But that sucks, man. Like I said, you know, earthquake, tropical storm, and then like even 24 hours later, a calamity in Pasadena. Midday, just short of midday. That sucks. Ooh, I want one of those. I'm kind of backing up. I don't want to interfere. Oh crap, this is more serious than anticipated. He's got the little drone. Hey, I want one of those, definitely. We got down trees. There's quite a few homeless folks around here. Jeepers. That's cool. I want that. That is a total all-terrain thing. Well, find out about it on the news. I'm sure there'll be news teams here shortly. I just did a little live broadcast on Citizen app. So, I kind of hope that, ooh, they're going in. Wow. Oh, shit. Man, there's always something going down over here in Pasadena, man. Fuck. This is just crazy. There was a gentleman that was sitting across at the park. He got up and walked over to this little mini gaggle of little mini gaggle. You gotta admit, again, not to insult, but small group of ladies. Sounds like a gaggle of geese. Anywho, he said he was over at the park and stuff, and he heard the shots, plural. So who knows? It could have been a bunch of things. I could have a whole bunch of scenarios. Maybe just not a happy homeless person altercating with another homeless person. Could have been a homeless getting upset, as often homeless do, and maybe someone just didn't like it or felt threatened, even as far as being encroached. Seriously. More often than not, I see people standing the ground and not moving and wait until some upset homeless person is getting nearer and nearer. Excuse me. And then that person that didn't move, because they're holding their ground, instead of avoiding the conflict, blows up at a homeless person. I've seen that so many times. I was like, yeah, I know, I get it, yeah, but get the heck away. You're the last one. You could have avoided it. What a drag. I just almost got clipped by some idiot turning left. Even I was more amazed at the cop not even saying anything, and he's looking at me like, what the fuck? Green light and white little walking symbol. Everyone's so enamored with the police and all the going. Pasadena people don't get out too much, I guess. No, it's just, even though still after the first elections, holy shit, we're going to be coming up over here again. This is just so fresh. Just up to the whole campaigning, the elections, and then all the nightmare. And we're right at that pinnacle point where it happened 4 years ago almost already. 3 years prior to everything, just all the madness. Kind of crazy. Planned, staged. It has all been foretold. Either way, in any case, it's dumb. But people just, here in California, and especially Pasadena, they're just, I don't know. Yeah, well, people getting shot so close again, I guess it's not a surprise. Yeah, tart, salty. Oh, look at that. I just tried that. I think that'll be enough, and wow, they got everything. So it's really adorable right here. All right. Pardon?
Did you want to buy a sticker as well?
Oh, actually, yes. What the heck is this now? There sure is a lot of activities this morning down over here on Raymond. Criminy. It's not even really the holidays yet. Summer's coming, or winter's coming. I can still see the lights. Haven't seen the helicopter in a few though. Wait, okay. What's wrong with this? I know, seriously. I mean, I would rather, I've never, mountain oysters I've heard of. What? So this is what I mean. Whenever I can find this on sale for like $7 or at least under $8, I'll buy one because, coffee here is just very, very expensive. All right, we are back at El Rancho de los Locos. I'm pooped. I wasn't even really gonna. I kind of did, but then I was tired and tomorrow, what is tomorrow? 9 to 2. And then the other 2 nights, the delivery person ran out of gas. And then I got 2 more nights of 10:30 p.m. I think. Hillary wasn't, well, locally here at least on the surface, wasn't too bad. A lot of down trees, nothing really too significant. I really didn't see or haven't heard anything yet of maybe cars or the worst case is like someone happens to be walking about in the wind, or especially more commonly when they're walking their pets and then a branch happens to fall down on him. That sucks, especially if it's an older person, because recovery for an older person, as we all know, is difficult, almost impossible. And all in all, first hurricane here in California in what, 80 something years. All in all, it wasn't bad. I have no idea how the other one happened or what kind of damage or the fury that it may or may not have caused, but it's like, okay, California would not be. Look, if you've ever lived or experienced a hurricane, especially in Florida, you know, and the one that I went through wasn't really that bad. It came through kind of like from the Gulf and it entered, I think, and then it came right across and into the Atlantic. And by the time I think I got off work and stuff, and then finally got to the apartment, it was just starting to hit. And then I learned basically what to do. You know, you open up, kind of like in the tornado, open up all the windows to even out the pressure, stay away from the windows, etc., etc. Center most of the home, if not a bathtub, or just sit on the toilet. No, California would most certainly. Could you see this? Holy criminy. Oh my God. And it was already bad enough. people were already, they showed some of the news clippings and shorts and stuff like that, especially on Instagram. All the local supermarkets around here, people buying out the fuck, humanity's done. At least here in California, most certainly. You could take that to Vegas and put a bet on it. No, yeah, they were making a run for water and everything, and Costco and all this other stuff, and I'm like, shit, you guys really, come on. But they did, they played it a lot on the media, you know. But then again, it's all pretty much a distraction. Not that the storm was not severe in a lot of areas and stuff like that, and, you know, wasn't a thing of concern. It most certainly was, but the media has certainly been playing a lot of things, you know, and they're still really trying to push a lot of the whole UFO crap and stuff and everything. So, just look back. You really want to go through another 4 years under Democratic or liberal rule? Shit, and I certainly as hell don't. Nope. I don't. All the punches are definitely going to get pulled, and they're going to be left, right, sucker. A lot of sucker punches. A lot of sucker punches. Anyway, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, what's going on. And Hillary's aftermath, it really... Other than that, that was more significant here for Pasadena than the storm was, I think. It's just a bad mar. It's, as a resident here, it's not something that I want to remember. I'd rather remember the storm more than that, but now that's going to be on more of a memory than anything. Well, earthquake. I guess it's a triple-decker sandwich. Fuck. It's a Dagwood. Alright, comments good or bad, please post, if not email. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful out now. It always is after a storm, right? Though, not too many birds have been chirping, I have noticed, other than parrots even. The parrots really haven't gone wild. Earthquake weather. Oh yeah,